Hey, Edgar's from Funneltopia here, and in this video I want to show you how to set up a cart abandonment sequence on Funneltopia. And essentially it's going to be two workflows that we're going to set up, and they're going to kind of work together with each other. But yeah, just for those who don't know what a cart abandonment sequence is, it's essentially for people who are interested in your product. They give you their name and email, and then they don't make the purchase. They drop out for whatever reason. They got distracted. Maybe it was they were busy, or a whole range of reasons that could be the ones why they actually dropped out. So in this case, it is a way for us to then jump in and then follow up with them, but all on autopilot. You don't have to like call them personally, or I mean, you can do that, but that's just a lot of manual work. And you can call them, you can send them text messages. There's like a certain follow-up sequence you can set up with the people who showed interest. They just basically raised their hand. They gave you their contact information, but they didn't purchase. So in cases where like this, let's say on a sales page, I don't know, 10 people buy the product, and then out of the other 90, like there may be like, I don't know, a few more who put in their information, but they didn't purchase. You can follow up with them, maybe get a few more sales, right? All on autopilot. You just need to set these two workflows up once, and it's all good. So the first workflow you want to set up is if you go to workflows, click create workflow. I mean, I've named one already, but let's just go jump in this one. Obviously name it right away, cart abandonment, and then whatever your product is, right? Your funnel, whatever, to just give it a name. And the trigger will be order form submission. And it will be funnel is or in funnel website. And you pick the funnel or website where it is. Then the next one will be page. Page is which page. Then you select the page. And then the last filter will be what type of a submission it is, and it will be a opt-in form, which means the first step. So in real life, it looks like this. When they go to your sales page, they say they're ready. You first ask for their contact information, and then they go to step 2, right? This is the order form part, kind of like the opt-in form, and this is the actual order form, right? This is where they put in the credit card information. So that first part, the only reason why it's a 2-step checkout is basically just to follow up with these people, right? Just to be able to follow up with people who didn't purchase. So this is the opt-in form, that first step, basically. Let's save the trigger. And then what we want to do is, since between filling out the opt-in form, the first step, and the second step, there can be, whatever amount of time you need to find your credit card and then just kind of fill it out, think about it twice. So we're going to give it 15 minutes. We're going to make this workflow wait 15 minutes. Let's do that. Let's save action. And then in case they haven't purchased yet, then we can send them their first, let's say, I don't know, SMS. Send SMS. And then we can put in, for example, hey, first name, I noticed you didn't get the 4-week challenge, and then let us know if you have any questions, but here's the link, you can go back to it. Basically, it's just kind of, this is like a way for you to re-engage with them, right? So you just type it all out and save the action. And you can also do the same thing with emails. So let's say you send them a message, still nothing. Let's wait, I don't know, wait another, 1 hour, right? For example, there's no set like a specific rule, just giving you like an example. So let's wait another hour, and then we can send email. Let's do that. And then you do the sender name from email subject line. It's, I don't know, waiting for you or whatever. And then you like, hey, I noticed. And once again, you kind of follow up. And also this is a good opportunity, maybe after like a couple of these emails, you could be like, hey, I know you're still not interested. If it was the price, here's like 10% more discount, like a coupon. These are the types of different angles you can do to actually kind of close the sale, right? Just kind of continue following up with people, because maybe they were busy then, but now like 5 hours later, they're at home or whatever, end of the workday, they're like, oh, okay, yeah, I did forget about this. So this obviously not, the majority of people still won't buy, but this is an effective way to get more sales. So basically, yeah, you can just do this. You can do like a whole, just a range of, wait, send an email, wait, send an SMS, send an email, just kind of do these, incremental, maybe for like the next day or two or whatever your sequence is. So just kind of type them all out here, and then you click save, and then you click publish over here. Also, another one, you can do settings. Technically, you can allow re-entry. Not common, but there's some people that might, once they kind of add and fill out, and then they go, check it out again in a month. And then again, they kind of put in their information and they just don't buy, and then you can follow up with them again. So this is just kind of something to keep in mind. It's not mandatory, but you can allow re-entry into this workflow again. So let's go back. And then for the second workflow, it will be the actual purchase. So let's go back here. Let's create a workflow. Let's start from scratch. So it will be the actual 4-week course purchase. And in this case, the trigger will be, order, not offer. Order form submission. It will be really similar, but you'll see the difference, what it will be. In funnel website, same funnel, same or website. Pages, same page. Sales page, I think it was. Yeah, it should be the same as in the previous workflow. And then submission type, or rather, instead of submission type, product is, and then you put in the product. This is the 4-week challenge, right? Save trigger, and then it will be removed from workflow. So as soon as they purchase this actual product, we want to take them out of that previous workflow where we keep sending them emails, keep selling, because as soon as they buy, we don't want to keep selling to them, right? So we want to remove them from that workflow. So instead of current workflow, is going to be another workflow, and you pick the one that was, what was it? Cart abandonment. I honestly don't even remember. I just named it. There we go. Cart abandonment 4-week challenge. Let's click on it. Save action. And that will, there's no need to do any more than that. Obviously, there's other stuff that might come, like you send them another email and all that to welcome them. But this is just related to the cart abandonment sequence. We want to take them out of there immediately as soon as they purchase. So this is vital. And same thing, publish, save. And the last thing you want to do, you want to give it a go. You want to go do the kind of halfway thing, kind of fill out the form, wait 15, 20 minutes, see if the email or the SMS came in. And then if it did, go do a test purchase and then see whether you got taken out of the sequence, whether you receive an email a little bit later, right? Like the next form of communication that was in your first workflow. So that's kind of, as short as I could make it. But basically, just to recap, 2 workflows. One is taking them through through kind of several days of emails and text messages. It doesn't have to be text messages. Most people don't, but that's another effective way to reach out to people. But that is if you ask for their phone number in the form. If you don't, then it's only email. So that's the first one. And the second one is to take them as soon as they purchase, take them out of that workflow. If you still have any questions, click on down here, 24/7 chat support. Let us know. We'll make sure to respond as quickly as possible. But if you don't have any questions, then I'll see you in the next video. Bye.